Welcome back to Dracon's Plays Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so in today's episode, we're rocking Ricard's Rapier, currently plus 10. We'll be going higher by the end of this. The Balder Shield, Mask of Ilka, Black Iron Armor, Black Iron Gauntlets, Havel's Leggings, Leo Ring, and Havel's Ring. So we're going for a fat roll build. This is pretty near min-maxed weight-wise. Like 45 would be my cutoff where I start getting into fat roll, and I have it up to 44.8. I am happy with the appearance, and the poise is fairly decent at 77. Ricard's Rapier benefits from the use of the Leo Ring. What is it? I think it's like 45% bonus to thrust counter hits. So, yeah. And thrusts already get better counter hits than other weapons, so monstrous. And then on top of that, I have Great Magic Weapon ready to go for even more damage. Now, obviously in today's episode, we're returning to the new Londo Ruins. Now, with our newly obtained Lord Vessel, we are able to get a little bit further, or not a little bit further, but we're able to talk to Ingward again. To greater effect. And as you can see, the heavy armor is doing great, or is having a great effect. That's right. Transient curse is a thing. But no, it's coming in great effect to, yeah. But no, our heavy armored's, like, defense values are insane. Like, that ghost did no damage to me. That being said, I am not stupid. I am going to top off, because we are just gonna poise tank our way through the ghost house. God damn it. Well, that didn't work. I hate the ghosts. They are really, really ridiculous. In the ghost house in particular, just given the quantity of them in there, it's like, who designed this? Like, legitimately, who designed this? Because, dear God, it is not fair. Alright. And you can't drink on ladders in DS1. That would have been the solution to that problem in... Oh, and I forgot about the lift. Off to a great start. But no, that was the solution to that problem in Dark Souls 2 and 3, would be to drink on the ladder after taking like 2 hits. Just drink, go up a little bit, drink. Like, that's how you would solve that problem in the later games. Not really an option in this one. Just getting the quiver off my back. Because fashion souls and all that. This is not the type of character that would have a quiver. I do appreciate that every, like, weapon has, or most weapons has sheaths. The ones that would make sense anyways. And that things like the quiver are there. Nice little attention to detail. Kind of weird that you can't sheath your sword, but fair enough. Well, I suppose it does use it if you two-hand, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you two-hand something in your right hand, you can get your weapon sheathed. But anyways, I know that works with the Claymore, if I remember correctly. Anyways, Okay. So, I would love to actually get back up to Ingward. Alright. That takes care of most of the ghosts. Alright. And that is Ghost House. Sheesh. That did not go great. Really, really don't like those ghosts.
Oh, hello. You've acquired the Londo.
I'm stabbing straight through your chest, friend.
Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
Key to the seal.
The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
A lot of information there.
Hello there. What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
Alright. Purchase items. Okay.
Londo was marked there.
Alright, nothing new. Anyways. So, we got the key to the seal. Key to the floodgates to New Londo, which seal away the four kings who fell to dark. The sealers flooded New Londo to banish the dark race and the four kings. The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city will be lost. The victims now roam the ruins as ghosts. So, Ingward and the other two sealers sealed away New Londo and the four kings. Their hope was that, by doing so, they would stop the spread of the Abyss, which seems to have worked, because the area around New Londo is fine. There's nothing, well, fine as far as, like, Dark Souls universe goes. But it's like, yeah, they did it. The Abyss is no longer spreading. So it's like, they achieved their goal. After the three of them sealed away New Londo with this water that we're now releasing, man, that's dark. But yeah, after the three of them did that, after some amount of time, Ingward remained in the city, but his two fellow sealers went off. One of them you can find dead just above Blighttown. The implication is that they went down to Blighttown. I think it actually describes it as she. We've talked a little bit about this before. But the implication is that they went down to Blighttown to cure it of its poison. I think it describes it as... Alright. Their resolve. Yeah. Yeah, so it specifically mentions that. Then you have the Tin Banishment Catalyst. And I think... Yeah, here we go. This is the spot. Spell of the Red-Hooded Yulvia, one of the sealers in New Londo. Reduces bleeding and poison buildup. One of New Londo's unique healing sorcerers, perhaps she abandoned her sealer duty to take her healing arts back to Blighttown. There it is. It's like I knew it was either on her set or on... Yeah, it's like I knew it was on one of those. And I ran right by what I wanted because I was talking. Okay, camera. But yeah. So Yuvlia is the second of the sealers. She went to Blighttown to try to cure it. Since she thought New Londo was fine at that point. So there's the Valley of the Drakes. The red tearstone ring is right up there. And here we have the... And here we have a Dark Wraith. Which shows that... flooding the city didn't really work for getting rid of these guys. What is that sound? That sounds like the Dark Hand, like, reflection thing, but permanently on. Weird. So that was the Dark Hand attempting to grab me. But yeah, this shows that the sealers' work, like to seal away the city, really didn't work. Because, like, these guys are still just totally hanging out doing their thing. So it's, like, very obvious that flooding the city to seal it, not the way to handle it. Because obviously if this opening... Alright, so you could see that my counter hit. Did double damage. Through the building. Seriously. Okay, that didn't go great. Alright, so that is a perma-kill. Massive Souls is the name those guys have. There you are. It's like, I knew you were in here, friend. Not much damage per hit. I think it'll work better on the Four Kings themselves. So we get Humanity. And over there is Shortcut Elevator. Leads back up to the very beginning of the level. If you remember the first building we went into, that's where that leads. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Alright, so there is a very, very good item here. That we're going for. It's a big part of the reason I chose to come down here first. Rather than, like, going, to Izalith or, like, Tomb of the Giants or some such. I always think there's an item back here, and there's not. So the very large ember lies right up here in a chest. That allows me to ascend regular weapons up to plus 15. Which is amazingly useful. Right here it is. Like, that is one of the biggest things to get out of New Londo. That and, like, the Firekeeper Soul. And it's like, yeah, that's just tucked away. Alright. So here's the way ahead. My current plan is to clean out okay. Just spin in place, that works for me. So, illusionary wall there. Weird hesitation on that, like, turn. Perfect. I need the Hornet Ring, not the Leo Ring, apparently. Wrong button. Titanite chunk. Man, it's hot and humid. Now I'm in the basement. Why is there hesitation on the turn? Alright, so if I remember right, it's just this guy down here. And no items. If I remember right. There's just a couple of spots where just a Dark Wraith hanging out in a corner for some reason. Alright. Yep, nothing down here. Okay. Now then, we've almost cleared out the ruins part of New Londo. It's pretty much just this one. Yeah. Pretty much just this one room. And then the zone that lies beyond. Are there no ghosts because I cleaned out the ghost house? Ugh, he puked. So his puke acts like toxic. It's really insane. So it cannot follow me through the door. Oh, that's right. That actually does put me overweight. Okay. That is what I want. Okay, that just missed me. Pretty decent DPS. Alright. I also love the look of the rapier in the remaster. Or, not the rapier, but the buff. Looks super cool. Man, I would love to see, like, Dark Moon Blade, but that's a bit of a pain to get. $329. And I could not see it. Alright, so that is that. Now then. Let's show off a thing here. Alright. Yeah, so the Massive Souls that we fought the second one up, another great example of just this completely unique enemy type that's put in there for variety, and just to give you a feel for, or add more to like the area, and it's like, yeah, Dark Souls really took their time to just be like, throw in just more and more stuff. So need Covenant. So what they're actually talking about is the Covenant of Artorias, which is actually a ring. Yeah, which is actually... a ring. So there's the cutoff. Now, it is a ring that we need to obtain to proceed forward. Alright. Ugh. So, if we do not have the ring and we drop down, we get a unique death, which is actually what I'm going to do now. So I need 400. Alright. So each one of these are 4K. Or 3K, rather. Use one of those. I'm trying to get it close so that I don't waste that much. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna waste a little bit. Not much. Not enough to honestly care about. 22 dex, which is one of the amounts I need for a future weapon. Alright. Anyways. Now, we're going to just quickly go down there, throw ourselves into the abyss, just to show off that unique death animation, and to spark the next stage of our quest here. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that, technical issues with my capture PC. So, I actually lost the footage of me throwing myself down that, staircase into the abyss, and I found out it is in fact a normal death animation. Now, I believe you get the unique one if you're down there and you remove the ring, if I remember right. Although I didn't remember it right in the first place, so I'm gonna look that up at some point. Anyways.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth? Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim.
Hey, Rickett.
I was once an established smith. Look at me now. Can you believe it?
So this is a character that we haven't actually talked to yet.
What is it? Have you? Oh no. Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here.
Huh.
Can't bear the thought of going hollow out there. Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself.
Yeah.
How about this? I could forge your weapons, albeit with rather minimal tools. I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
So here we find the blacksmith that takes care of like magic enchantments. He also happens to sell a couple sorceries, which makes sense, and he sells the sorcerer's catalyst. Nothing particularly special.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead, but what's there really to moan about? Old Big Hand?
Yeah.
Of course I've heard of him. Who hasn't in Vinheim? He was a royal member of Dragon School.
Huh.
Until he turned undead. I hear he was quite the character. Only that was 100 years ago. What interest have you in the old eccentric now? Sorcery? Don't ask me how it actually works.
Oh, okay.
Only fiddle and forge until it works itself in. That's how we do it in Vinheim, at least. We prefer to leave the theorizing to those uppity scholars.
So, he is apparently one of the lower class at Vinheim from the way he's talking.
What is it? There's nothing to talk about. We're both cursed, undead, but
What's there really to moan about?
For him, undead's not being bad, apparently. Or not too bad.
What is it? We're both... Come back soon. Smithing helps soothe my nerves. Don't let me wither away out of idleness.
Yeah, so he is wearing a unique set, the Madesmith robes, that are unobtainable through normal means. You actually have to, like, save, edit, or things like that to get your hands on them. But yeah, that's Rickard. He takes care of, like, your magic and enchanted upgrades. Now, with our adventures in New Londo at an end for the time being, with yet another block coming up, we now are going to return to Andre, because he will help us in our next step. Alright. So, let's do this. Alright, so warp over to the Undead Parish to speak with Andre. Alright. So, to start with, I need quite a few souls. So, now is the time I'm gonna pop a ton of what I have. Except the boss souls, of course. $17,000. Pop 2 of those bad boys. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we have a couple things to turn into them.
It's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that.
Snap into his hammering animation. Sheesh, no transition animation there. Interesting that overrides the Dark Ember.
You might have for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of a storehouse gets the job done. You shall see.
Alright.
Oh yes, and one other thing about the Darkroot Garden. It is said to house the great...
Oh, that's appropriate.
The Abyss Walker. Only, of those who ventured into the forest, none has returned.
Interesting. So that was rather well timed, because we are purchasing the Crest of Artorias. This crest opens a door in the Darkroot Garden sealed by ancient magic. The door leads to the grave of Sir Artorias, the Abyss Walker. Many adventurers have left for the grave, but none have returned, for they make easy prey for local bandits. With such dangers, the crest can be more harm than good in the hands of the uninitiated. Pick that up.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Alright, and talk to him again.
Show me.
Yeah, the very large ember overrode this one, which is interesting.
I've never heard of a black ember. How about leaving that ember with me? I find it strangely fascinating.
Lack of transition, it's so weird.
Well, thank you. This ember really is something special. I'm already under its spell. I sense great potential indeed. I'll be seeing you next week.
Alright. So, with that, our way is now open, to go to the grave of Sartorius, where we will get the covenant that the Seek Guidance message was talking about. So anyways, yeah, with that, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Next time, we're going to go back down into the Darkroot Basin, tie up some loose ends down there, I guess, and then, actually, no, next time we're going to go to the back half of the Darkroot Garden to get that covenant. So anyways, going to wrap this one up here, and see all of you guys later. Bye!